Many American parents assume that cavities are simply a part of the normal childhood situation, which means they're unaware that cavities are preventable and can be reversible. Dr. Scott Cashian is the president of the American Academy of Pediatric Dentistry. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Well, thank you for being here and kind of walking us through some of the things we might not know as parents and grandparents, as caregivers for children. Why is it so important for our children to see a dentist early in their lives?
It's very important for not only just their oral health, but also for their overall health. We really encourage families to take their children to the dentist by age 1 or when that first tooth comes into the mouth. So we get them off to a good start so that we can help them prevent getting any dental cavities.
Are you seeing a rise in cavities in school-age children at this time?
You know, I'll tell you, I wouldn't say necessarily a rise as much as it's just steady. We're seeing that children lose about 34 million school hours because of tooth problems a year, and we are working very hard to really help children not have those problems by getting them to the dentist early and then educating parents on some ways to keep the teeth clean and hopefully prevent those cavities from occurring.
Well, what is your focus now on the underserved families at this, with the efforts you're making?
Yeah, our AAPD Foundation is focused just on that, providing access to care for children who might not otherwise have access to care for oral health care. And we're doing that by providing access to care grants to the tune of about $10 million over the last few years to provide care to almost actually 800,000 children, and that's just the start. And we're really focusing on providing optimal oral health care for all children across our nation.
When we think about the care for children, how is pediatric dentistry different from the dentist I go to, for example?
Oh, great question. So basically our focus is on children, adolescents, and children with special health care needs. We've had about 2 to 3 extra years of training just to focus on that. Then our offices are just geared towards kids. It's going to be a lot more fun, a lot more exciting, kid friendly. And we want them just to, we want to create an environment where they want to come back to see us on a regular basis.
Well, what are some of the trends that we're seeing in pediatric dentistry?
Well, we know that cavities are preventable, and we know that regular visits are going to help us prevent those cavities from happening. And we want to make sure that when you take your child to the pediatric dentist, that you ask them those questions like, what are some of the latest things? How are we going to prevent my child from getting a cavity? And how, if we do get a cavity, are we going to fix them? And they are the most informed on trends for children care across the nation.
You mentioned earlier the grants that you are letting for people. How are those applied for?
So we actually will contact clinics and programs throughout the nation that are treating children, and we offer them the opportunity to apply for our grants. It's also part of our website, aapdfoundation.org, which all the information we talked about today is there, as well as information on how, if someone is in a clinic and wants to apply for one of our grants, how that process works as well.
Dr. Scott Cashian, thank you so much for all this great information.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. And we'll have more local lifestyles for you right after this.